Last year, over 94 million people crossed into Canada, and most arrived via land border crossings like this one here in Fort Erie. Now, Canada and the U.S. share the longest undefended border in the entire world, but how safe is it? I'm Cristina Howorun, and tonight we're going to give you a rare glimpse behind the scenes to show you what smugglers and criminals are up against when they try to cross into the land of the true North, strong and free. In 2024, more than 5 million commercial trucks crossed into Canada and more than 52 million passengers in cars. That's an incredible number of vehicles and hiding spots for contraband. Far too many to search every nook and cranny. And yet Canadian Border Services officers regularly find drugs, guns, illegal persons, and other illicit goods. Officers clearly can't search every commercial and passenger vehicle crossing the border. How do they narrow it down?
I think it's a combination of things. The first is their training of the officers themselves. So they have in-depth training on indicators to look for in terms of expected behaviors versus non-expected behaviors of travelers. The other side of that is the intelligence piece. So we perform targeting on different shipments, different people, different source countries of narcotics, for example. So that intelligence loops also helps to create lookouts in our systems that help to assist the officers with making referrals that are intelligence-based and targeted as opposed to just randomness.
And that intelligence has helped CBSA officers seize nearly 5 kilograms of fentanyl during the first 3 quarters of 24-25. That's a 770% increase over the same period in 2023. It's also helped them stop more than 36 kilograms of heroin and more than 320 kilograms of other opioids from making it into Canada.
We just had 2 enforcement actions here in Southern Ontario, both at the Blue Water Bridge in Sarnia in the past month, where that information sharing and intelligence has resulted in 2 separate large-scale cocaine seizures valued at about $11 million Canadian. So 2 different seizure actions within a week of one another. And it's that type of increased intelligence and increased information sharing that's really helped us hone in on those types of smuggling techniques that are being used by those individuals.
There's been a significant increase in the amount of precursor chemicals that have been seized at the border. These are the types of chemicals that are used to make fentanyl and MDMA. Is this a result of more training or operational changes?
I think it's a combination of things, like I alluded to earlier, from an intelligence perspective, and that is a trend that we're seeing is precursor chemicals. The CBSA over the last several years have invested in increased number of designated safe examination areas, so our officers have the ability to review and analyze different substances in a more effective manner, in a safe manner. So within the last month, CBSA undertook an Operation Blizzard, which was meant to have a concentrated 30-day effort on those types of narcotics, like you mentioned, fentanyl, precursor chemicals. We did that type of an operation across the country, and it's resulted in potential investigations for other law enforcement partners, as well as things that CBSA can look at themselves. So definitely an area of focus for us, for sure.
It isn't just boots on the ground that's making the change, but paws too.
My dog, Canine Tiva, has found over 200, she has over 200 seizures attributed to her name. I believe 210.
What type of substances are Detector Dogs trained to actually be able to sniff out?
Everything from fentanyl, as you discussed before, to cocaine, firearms as well. Anything that has an odor on it that she's trained to detect. So in terms of our agency's Detector Dog program, for the narcotics stream, it's anything soft, so cannabis products, hash oil, marijuana, as well as cocaine, heroin, crack cocaine, raw opium, methamphetamine, ecstasy.
Yes. Ooh-wee. Good dog, that's good.
A lot of people try to camouflage the smell. They might put coffee or vinegar or anything like that. How effective are those deceptive tools?
I've seen coffee, transmission fluid, basil, all sorts of types of wrapping, different wrappings, especially with the larger narcotic seizures, the larger kilo loads. The dog does have limitations. It is a living being, but they do have a much stronger sense of smell than us. I'm a little biased, but I do believe it's the best technology that we have at the borders.
The U.S. push to control fentanyl has Canada not just looking at what's coming into our country, but what's leaving it. And so the CBSA has increased exit checks.
So our officers behind us also are looking at, and as part of our border plan, enhancements towards export work as well. We want to make sure that either coming into Canada or leaving Canada, that we're catching any contraband that's leaving the country.
That's the physical element of detection. But the CBSA is better leveraging technology to conquer smuggling. And tomorrow, we'll show you how. Cristina Howorun, City News.